Howdy y'all, it's Ryan.
And Angela.
Deep in the heart of Texas.
That's right.
From RNA Music.
RNA Music.
That's where we are.
Yes, it is.
It is. Isn't it?
It is.
Again. I miss Pat.
You know.
He's gone. Alright, time for another FAQ Friday.
Yay!
We're gonna get right started. First question.
Yay! First question.
Yes. Jason Gearhart. I'm just curious about your thoughts. This announcement by Marvel that Thor is undergoing a gender change. First of all, let's clarify. Thor is not undergoing a gender change.
No.
They are not waving a magic wand and he's not turning into a woman.
No.
So that's sort of a misinterpretation of that announcement. What's happening, they've said, is Thor, Odin's son, is no longer worthy to carry the hammer.
Mew.
He lost his worthiness. And so someone else who is already a woman that Thor knows from his past or from his circle of influence is going to become worthy to wield the hammer. Yes. So someone else other than Thor is going to pick up the hammer and basically
take over the role
the title
as bearer of the lightning hammer.
Right.
Hammer of the gauntlet.
It's like Robin from Batman. There have been several Robins, although they're not all the same dude.
Yeah. It's like Dick Grayson and you have all these different guys.
Yeah.
That's the only one I know.
It's still called Robin, but it's not. They're not all.
It's like Nightwing and Red Mask and different guys.
I forget all their names because who cares about Robin? Yeah. But it's different guy.
Yeah. I think that the girl is Thor's sister, little Nepetiz, Angela.
Yeah. It's a little known fact that Thor has a sister from a parallel dimension.
Named Angela.
Yeah. It's actually the same Angela from Spawn, I think. I think so. Anyways, that would make sense because the daughter of Odin,
would be able to.
Yeah, surely she would be worthy to wield
Mew.
So, I think the advertising behind the whole thing is kind of, they're trying to get attention and trying to get a bunch of hoopla behind it by saying he's turning into a woman.
Not that we care that if Thor was a girl. It's just that the facts are pretty clear.
Yeah.
It's not Thor as Thor. It's someone else who has been able to pick up the gauntlet of, what his birthright is. But he does something, I guess, that he loses the right to wield.
Well, they're doing this right now with Captain America, where Steve Rogers is not going to be Cap anymore.
Yes.
What's his face?
So they're changing everything up just to give a little
somebody else is going to be Captain America.
Marvel uni.
But is he still Captain America? He's wearing the Captain America costume. He's got the shield.
Captain America is just a title. It's not like,
That's
Spider-Man
what they're doing.
Or Superman. It is, I guess.
Well, Man of Steel, because when Superman died, there were several other Men of Steel who took over Soup's job. But anyways. So they're just hyping it up with that. I think it's dumb, personally.
Yeah.
I think they're doing a lot of stuff right now. There's a bunch of talk about Spider-Man in the comic book and them making changes and doing stuff, and they're just trying to get attention and sell books. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Thor did not turn into a woman.
No.
It's pretty obvious if you read the article what happens. They're just snagging all the suckers with the headline. So that's all I'm saying. Thanks for your question, Jason. All right, next question comes from Big John. Ryan, is it better to use a lighter pick on lighter strings? For example, my LTD 1000T, I use 10s. On my Strat, I use 8s. P.S. On your Chapman guitars, is it just your pre-order coming in? Okay, two questions, technically. Lighter pick on lighter strings? No, I don't think so. I don't think it matters. I think the pick determines what kind of style of music you're playing. So I mean, I use the same gauge of pick. I use a pretty thick 1.5 millimeter for when I'm playing with 9s, 10s, acoustic, whatever. So I don't think it really matters. But do what feels best to you.
It's a preference, personal preference.
Chapman guitars. No, it's not just the pre-orders. It's my whole shipment. We had to order. We ordered about 36 guitars in toto, and we've pre-sold maybe about half of that.
Yeah.
So no, it's not just the pre-orders are coming in.
Yes.
Obviously, but then we also have probably, I don't know, about half of that left that are just going to be in the shop inventory. Although those are starting to go fast. I sold 2 of those last week actually. So there you go.
So exciting.
Yeah, so excited. We can't wait. It's coming soon. Thanks, Big John. Oh, okay. Here's one from 30-Year Pro. I always want to say Pyro. 30-Year Pro. Speaking of accents, why do you think that when people sing, no matter where they're from, most sound like Americana news anchor accents? Even Sean Connery. Why do you think when most people from other countries who have accents sing, they sing without an accent?
I think it's mostly because it's more, most countries speak English, but I think it's just when they come over here. I don't know. That's a hard question because it's all about articulation. But if they're in their country, you know, they'll probably speak with a more Southern or more British or more Australian or more Italian or Spanish accent. Depends. Like on the Beatles, I mean, when you listen to them sing, their accents are really strong. Their speaking accents are really strong compared to their singing accents. So, you wouldn't be able to hear, I mean, like, you know, their accents are pretty thick, but whenever they sing, it's not like that. Because, and I think mostly because it sells. Does that sound bad?
No, I think so.
Because it sells more. Especially in the American culture, you're more likely, unless it's Spanish music, you're more likely to sell more records if people can understand what you're saying, versus singing in your accent. It sounds ugly. I don't like saying it.
You think that sounds ugly? Wait till you hear what I have to say.
I don't know.
I think it's because Midwestern Americana accent is the purest form of English. Maybe. No, really.
I don't know about that. Midwestern, like Minnesota?
That's why. No, that's not Midwestern. I'm talking about Kansas. Minnesota's like northern. They're really close to Canada. Eh? No, I think it really is because when you're singing, the focus for most singers who are actually paying attention to what they're doing, I'm not talking about like screaming metal stuff or whatever, but singing, most singers are very focused on articulation, like Angela was saying, and you know, certain vowels carry a certain way when you're vocalizing and singing. There's certain vowels you would not use because it makes you go sharp or flat. You know, there's specific things you do with your voice when you're singing properly. And I think what happens is no matter what your accent is, if you sing properly with proper technique to help make things easier and hit all the pitches, all the notes.
I mean, unless you're singing in your native tongue, like an opera, an Italian opera, or
yeah, but
you know,
think of it this way: anybody from any country, when they sing opera, they sing it a very specific way, and they pronounce the vowels in very certain ways. So, why was an American who's singing Italian opera? Oh, they sing like an Italian. Well, because they're focused on pronouncing the syllables. So I think that's what it is for the most part.
That's an interesting question.
It's a good question. Thank you.
I like it. It makes you think.
It does.
Does it make you go,
Speaking of making you think, next question, Zach Wookits. Wookits? Wuckits? I don't know. Ryan, what's your favorite song by AC/DC? Angela, what do you unlike most about Ryan? Well, let me go first. There's lots of great songs by AC/DC, of course. I'm going to be extremely cliche and say I prefer Back in Black. It's just my favorite one. That seems pretty tame, but it's the truth. I like Back in Black by AC/DC. Angela, what do you unlike most about me?
That's a mean question. But if I have to be honest, is that he likes AC/DC.
Burn.
No, that's not.
Oh, you're gonna really answer this?
Yeah, there's not really anything that I don't like about Ryan. I'm the kind of person that's like, we're all human, and there's probably things that he doesn't like about me that I wouldn't want to know.
You like everything.
I love this whole package, y'all.
No, I'm not perfect. You know, obviously, everybody has their own flaws, but mine are very
but there's
minor.
nothing that I'm like, I gotta get this on my chest. And I need to tell you all about everything I don't like about Ryan. This is the time, isn't it? YouTube? No.
For the world.
Okay, listen.
Tell the universe.
We've been married for 15 years. We've seen the good, the bad, the ugly. The good, the bad, and ugly. And
there's nothing ugly.
Everything, bad breath in the morning, me without makeup. No, but if you really love somebody, you accept everything about them, all their flaws, and really their flaws is what makes them beautiful, I think. So there's nothing really that I don't like about Ryan, because what flaws he does have, which aren't many. It's
very few.
It makes him him. So I wouldn't say that I don't like him, because if it wasn't, then he would be unusual. Maybe
it'd be more of like, what's something I do that gets on your nerves? Maybe that would be a more reasonable question.
Not gets on my nerves, but I find unusual. When he drinks milk, he hums. Or when he eats cereal, he has a little hum.
No, I don't.
He enjoys some food. But it's not that nothing really that you do gets on my nerves. Like I said, we've been together for a long time, so
seems like yesterday.
What might have got on my nerves the first year of marriage does not get on my nerves now, because I love him.
I wore you down.
Yeah.
There you go. Thanks for the question, Zach.
Thanks for the question.
Don't be a hater. Mike S4628, since Angela answered who her favorite doctor was in the previous video.
Yeah.
Doctor Who.
Yes, Doctor Who, not physician.
Doctor. Let's keep it British, and I'll ask, who is your favorite James Bond for both of you? I'm looking forward to my ML1. Hope they come in soon. Mike Stevens. Hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Us too. Super excited. Coming soon. Who is your favorite James Bond? I already know, but tell everybody else.
Sean Connery.
Sean
Connery.
Why?
Because he's hot.
Was?
Is.
Well, I think so. Smoking.
Ladies, let me testify. Every woman thinks Sean Connery is hot.
You know why?
And if you don't, you're dead.
Because he has a beard.
Because he has that Scottish accent, and when he says mini penny, forget about it.
Well, money printer.
Okay. Sean Connery.
I would have to say, as awesome as Sean Connery is, and sexy, that
See?
Roger Moore. Yeah. You don't have to like my James.
No.
You can like your own James.
That's fine.
I'm just
I was
saying.
thinking that you were going to say Pierce Brosnan.
No. Pierce. Was that show that he was on before?
Miss Doubtfire?
No. No, way back where he was like kind of like a spy sort of thing. TV show.
Oh,
movie,
yeah.
Remington Steele.
Remington Steele.
I was always be Remington Steele. Because when I was a kid, growing up watching all the cool James Bond movies, I mean, that's who was James Bond when I was a kid growing up. I mean,
Roger Moore.
Roger Moore, because Sean Connery was a bit before my time. And so I remember Jaws, the guy with the teeth, and the guy with the hat throwing stuff. So, I mean, Roger Moore, that's sort of when I first started watching it.
That's when I started actually watching.
Yeah, hey,
Can't believe my parents allowed me to watch that.
Your parents are so neglectful.
Thanks a lot, Mom and Dad.
Ruined her.
So nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. No, mine's Sean Connery.
Yeah, that's all right.
Roger Moore.
I've watched Sean Connery's movies, and they're pretty cool, but it's just something nostalgic.
What about what's his name after Robert Moore? Roger Moore.
Roger. Timothy Dalton.
Timothy Dalton.
He was great in Hot Fuzz.
He was great. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
I love that guy. He makes a good
There you go. Thanks, Mike. Roger Moore.
There you go.
30-year pro, again. I heard Australians hate Americans too. Can you find out if that's true? I might not ever be able to leave the U.S. I just happen to know the answer to this question because I was sort of under the assumption that they did.
Yeah.
I think I watched a YouTube video somewhere where they're going like, you know, on the street interviewing people. What do you think about Americans? And like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh crap, they hate us. I thought they liked us, but turns out, because we just had an Australian here with us for a week.
Hi, Pat.
Hi, Pat. That no, they don't hate us at all. I mean, there might be like some.
Yeah.
That are
well,
like
I think
Americans in general.
it's just about the same as Americans not liking another country too. It's just people not liking.
We don't do that. I don't do that.
I don't either.
I like everybody from everywhere.
Ignorant Americans.
I like everybody everywhere as long as they don't try to kill me.
There's always a group in every country that doesn't like another country because they're a different country.
There are jerk faces everywhere. But in general, from what we learned from a real Australian was that no, the Australians don't hate us. They like us.
Yeah.
Specifically.
And we like them.
Yeah. They especially like Texans. But yeah, no, so you're good. You could go to Australia. It would be fine. Seems like.
Seems like.
Thanks, 30-year pro.
Thanks.
Joe Boxer.
Hey, Joe.
Hi, Joe. Enjoy your Chapman shirt. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
What's your favorite joke or jokes? Whatever joke you think of goes. What's your favorite? I can't tell the one I just learned. That would be bad. That I learned from Kelly.
Okay. My favorite joke is a knock-knock joke. Knock-knock.
Who's there?
Little old lady.
Little old lady who?
I didn't know you could yodel. That's my favorite joke.
Why is that your favorite?
Because we got the biggest laugh out of that one in the car. I think it was sleep deprivation, but...
Or because our kids were laughing so hard.
Yes, because our children found it funny.
Yeah.
Anything our kids find funny, we crack up at, so...
Mostly.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is my favorite joke is also a knock-knock joke. Mm-hmm. That I invented. I made this one. I created it. It's mine. I mean, I've never heard it before.
Copyright, Brian.
Copyright. You ready?
Ready.
You ready?
Yes.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Chuck.
Chuck who?
Chuck Norris. The end. That's all you have to say.
Yeah.
That's it.
I don't think you'd get past the Chuck who.
Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris, he knocked down the door and
Chuck Norris?
kill you.
That's it.
Chuck Norris didn't have to knock. Doors knock for Chuck Norris.
I don't even think you're allowed to laugh at the end of that. What would you do if you opened the door and it was Chuck Norris?
Invite him in.
There you go. I just heard a really funny one just the other day. Pat knows it. I can't say it though because it's risque at the end.
It's not risque. It's just loud and obnoxious.
And a little mean.
It's a little bit.
Yeah. It's pretty funny though.
Okay.
Okay. Colin Traveler, can you ask Pat if he has been to the Rare and Vintage Guitar Store? Well, I can't really ask him because he's gone now. But Pat answered. He said, I haven't yet, buddy. I should, though. I guess that's in Australia. Maybe. I suppose.
Awesome.
Or maybe it's wherever he is, somewhere else. All right. Mm-hmm. Well, that's it for our questions today. Today. So, that was quick, I think. Probably quicker than the last ones, hopefully. We'll find out in editing. If you have another question for us, please leave it in the comment section below of this video. You can address it to either me or Angela.
Me.
Or both of us.
We're both of us.
And we will do our best to answer your questions.
Yeah.
Next week.
We love it.
Yeah, we're having a good time.
It's always fun.
It's pretty fun. I'm always curious to see what pops up in the comment section.
Yes.
Yeah, I was concerned about that what do you like least about me question. Thankfully, we came out okay.
Unscathed.
Unscathed. So far.
Unscathed.
Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you soon. Keep the music alive. Bye.
Bye.
Oh. All right. That's only like 22 minutes.
Yay!
So, all right. Ask us your questions again next week. Leave them in the comment section. We will answer them as much.